So Rangers lost 2-1 to Kilmarnock, and it was kind of expected. At least I expected it. I said last week that this team seems to think that they can just show up against Aberdeen and Hibs and teams alike, and they'll get away with playing pish the rest of the season. And that's indeed what happened. It seems that they've just given it up. One player that had a fantastic game is Foderingham. He must be fucking raging at the rest of his teammates because that is outrageous how good he played. The goals that went in, the two goals that went in, were unstoppable from his end. I mean, if he had got something to it, it would have been a feat to behold. I feel sorry for him, I really do. Uh, Pretty much the only Rangers player that can get pass marks. A lot of them were either poor or average. You guys seen the game, there's no need for me to describe it. Declan John scores through a nicely worked goal, and then at the end of the half, it was the 45th minute, Morelos, well, it was actually a crossing from John. Morelos nearly gets on the end of it, just a few inches too short. And I was thinking, you know what, this is great. We can work this on at the second half, and we can, jump on it and keep going and keep going and keep going and work some openings. And that is just not what happened. I mean, from the second half, from the start of it, we were just bombarded. They were laying siege to our goals, as Tom Miller would put it. It was really, really bad to watch. And there was a point around the 60th minute where Foderingham had just saved two or three shots and one had hit the post too. And I was thinking, and I'm sure everybody else was thinking, we need to make a change or we're toast here. I mean, this is looking really, really bad. And then 20 minutes later, Graham Murty decided that he was going to make a change, and they brought on Eduardo Herrera, which was that was his go-to guy to change the game. Looking at the bench, it's who would want to have that bench, but you have to make do with what you get. So Eduardo Herrera comes on, and his first contributions, he runs over to the corner flag, basically gets the ball, skins himself, puts it out for a Kilmarnock throw, and then we're set back another 30 yards in the pitch by Kilmarnock. Two goals were from Chris Boyd, two Kilmarnock goals, practically unstoppable. I mean, I can't blame Foderingham for not saving them. I'm not a goalie, but if I was, I probably wouldn't have saved those. Something really needs to change. Mentality of the players needs to change. I mean, you really can't just show up against the big teams. I mean, it's not acceptable. You need to win every single game. That's just the expectation that comes with playing with Rangers. You're not going to get away with it, even if you're a pish team like this team. Maybe it's harsh, but like this team is, they're not exactly, filled with the Boers and Newmans. Something needs to change at the board level too. Investment needs to be made in January. I mean, there's going to be a lot said. They're going to probably try and dodge the investment question with, oh, well, we were taking a chance on Murty and want to see if he was right for the job, and no. You need to give your money out to Murty in this transfer window. Not just Murty, it's the director of football as well. That's what this should be a true test of. Whether the director of football is good or whether it's a bust, you need to give the money. Director of football's lined up the targets. Murty can say, I want this guy, I want that guy. Need to put money in and need to see where they go with it. If it works out fantastically, then you've just pulled a rabbit out of the hat for next season, or maybe even this season. I mean, it's not a complete write-off yet, no matter what a lot of fans believe now. We need something to change. Well, we need a lot to change. We need the mentality. We need the investment. We need a player with that it factor. A Barry Mackay player. Barry Mackay wasn't amazing all of the time, but one thing that he could absolutely do was get by a man and, wreak havoc inside their box. We need a player like that. I mean, too many outside of the box. I mean, Morelos is good for jumping up and getting headers, but every single header, it seems, he's an inch or two too short. And it's getting to the point where I'm thinking, this isn't just, bad luck. This is adding up to be substantial evidence that he's just not going to win as many headers as we think he is. Anyway, aside from the bad rant, if Aberdeen win today, that puts us 6 behind them, so that's fantastic. Anyway, hopefully something changes. I'll see you in the next game. Hopefully not as depressing as this. See you later. Bye.